Dr. Ossian Sweet arrived in Detroit in 1921, a time where speakeasies and jazz music were popular here.
Did you know the story of Dr. Ossian Sweet? The early 1900s was a time Detroit was growing rapidly. Immigrants flocked here to fill new jobs. They came from Europe and all over the United States. Thousands came from the South, both white and black. Resentment grew against the large stream of migrants, with the white population changing its previous attitude toward black housing options. Suddenly, whites started to insist on a level of residential segregation they'd never insisted on before. They began to say African Americans can live in Black Bottom, but they can't live anywhere else. Indicative of the changing mood, the membership of the Ku Klux Klan surged across the United States, including in Michigan and in Detroit. With a successful practice serving the black community, Dr. Ossian Sweet and his wife Gladys decided to move out of Black Bottom and purchase a decent home for their growing family. They chose a house in an all-white neighborhood. Being aware of the volatile atmosphere, Dr. Sweet asked his brother and several friends to help him protect his property, with guns if necessary. The night after moving in, a large crowd, numbering in the hundreds, formed on the street just outside the house. A dozen police were in place for protection. Suddenly, rocks started raining down on the house. Windows shattered. Then, shots rang from the house. Across the street, Leon Briner, a neighborhood resident, lay dead. Police rushed in and arrested everyone in the house. The prosecutor charged all of them with first-degree murder. The NAACP quickly became involved in the case, hiring the nation's foremost defense lawyer, Clarence Darrell. Darrell carefully selected a jury of white men and achieved at first a hung jury, then an acquittal. A victory in the case momentarily provided comfort to the Sweets, but Detroit's difficulties with housing segregation would only become more problematic in the decades ahead.
Now keep in mind, this home is not a museum. It's an historical site, and you can come by and take a look at a piece of Detroit's history. It's located at the corner of Garland and Charlevoix.